you have a Yeti-made, now you have a Yeti-made CM. No, ma'am. You asked about a Yeti.
Let me as a neutral person come in.
No, one second. I'm also a neutral person. No.
6.5 years of BJP government. Tell me a single corruption.
What is the minor? What is Santosh Agade say? What does the Lok Paal say? What does Lok Paal say?
This is becoming a Congress versus BJP.
No, it's not. No,
but the corruption, as you said, the corruption. There is one person in India is telling, I received a bribe. I was caught. I gave that same bribe as bribe, and I was released. That's the message.
Today, in fact, Mr. Narayanan, before you, Mr. Narayanan, today, in fact, a press release from the Chennai chapter of the India Against Corruption movement said there was a policeman who asked for a bribe near the venue of 300 rupees, and then when he saw the movement, he saw the placards. He accepted a fine of 50 rupees, gave a receipt. Right. This is what's happening on the ground. Right. Now, ma'am, to ask you, you said Yediyurappa, yes, after a long struggle, despite many demands, he clung on to his post. And after that also, you've got literally a Yeti-made CM there who's supposed to be a nominee of Yediyurappa. But that, let's not digress. I want to ask you, the finance minister, Pranab Mukherjee said, and I quote, the constitution bestows power on parliament and state assemblies to legislate. If 5,000 or 10,000 or 25,000 people gather outside a place and then dictate what parliament should do, does that work in favor of democracy or against democracy?
What happens?
Yes, ma'am, answer the question. Yes,
no, actually, that's the right for protest is there in India. It's a democratic country. The
Home Minister says not any way, not in any manner that you want, not in any place that you want. There are rules, there are reasonable restrictions.
They ask rules, they ask permission from the police, and the police cannot, government cannot demand only 5,000 people. They cannot count each and every head, then only 5,000 people.
Somebody is hurt.
Rest of you go. 50 cars to be parked, 50 motorcycles to be parked. Are we in a democratic country? No, this is worse than the emergency period, worse than the British rule. Worse than the British rule, I am telling. Because they want to protest in a peaceful way.
You mean to
they
say
want to count everybody.
BJP say anybody can go and sit anywhere and sit to make a protest?
No.
There is a place for the protest. There is a methodology for protest.
Corruption is the government is immersing in corruption. So the people want to get rid of it.
So you are saying that the government is insecure and therefore to see this the groundswell of public opinion.
No, if they talk about corruption, Congress think they are talking about themselves.
Right. Are you actually
and Congress are equated?
Are you actually standing by the sidelines and laughing because now Nitin Gadkari, your president, says that if Anna Hazare invites us, we will also join. So are you being opportunistic in a sense here? Why did you start this?
Because we were supposed to.
BJP's track record also is well known.
And we are for anti-corruption. I joined the protest today as an individual. I joined the protest. Today, BJP has halted the parliament.
Did you also join the protest? Did you also go there?
I went there this morning.
BJP has halted the parliament.
I went there this morning. I requested also.
How much money is lost when you halt parliament, ma'am? How much money is lost? Taxpayers' money for every abstention, for every walkout, for every boycott.
Sanjay, you want to have some judgment. You have to take some force.
Sanjay, you asked me a question. Let me answer that. I went there this morning. I wanted to talk to them. They said, no, you cannot talk. I said, I am against corruption. I want to talk to you. They said, no, you cannot talk. That's the civil society.
We want to see the action from the Congress party against corruption. Now, let me ask you, I am not a Congress or a BJP or a Communist Party supporter. Today, what is happening is, in this country, there are people, youngsters, old people, people who have left their profession and come to the streets, running around with, Vande Mataram and Jai Hind. There is almost like a second freedom struggle kind of feeling. How is it there? There is a deep feeling among the people.
Oversimplification in a sense?
No, I am saying that, when I see that.
Are you playing to the gallery, Sridhar?
No. I am saying that Anna has been able to
galvanize public opinion and support. No doubt.
Why is the government
represented as each and every individual?
I want to ask Sridhar a frank question. Sridhar, no offense meant. Full respect to all those. I'm sure most of them are well-meaning people. But if I remove the TV cameras, if we remove the television cameras and the photographers, how many people will be sitting there?
I would imagine people like me or people, the conscientious citizens of India.
You're also here in a TV studio.
Would still be sitting.
You're also here in a TV studio. No, just say.
I think forget the TV. I think the children, the youngsters who come there, I don't think they know much about TV, honestly.
Do they know much about the issue?
I think there is
they know about the issue.
It's a spontaneous response of the people, I think.
Rahul is going a sudden visit to UP with cameras only. A surprise visit to UP with cameras only.
The point is, they cannot do, they envy, they just kind of.
Let me ask you this, why is the government government, I mean, from what I'm hearing from Sanjay just now, because I was driving, and I hear that, they are already retracting their decision to, release Anna. If it is right, whatever logic they gave, I heard Kapil Sibal and P. Chidambaram sitting and giving the explanation, anybody breaking the law will be arrested. And what law, I mean, now, did he break or unbreak, that he is released? They have just been scared by the public.
Let me answer that. First thing is, if he is a disturbance to the public, he causes disturbance to the society, he has to be arrested. The government, wait, now listen to me. I have the floor, please listen to me. Now, however, the government also has a right to release them. Now, he did, because he is a man who represents, he's not going to run away. He's only a preventive arrest so that he does not cause disturbance.
Were you scared of the public outcry?
Preventive arrest for what?
Was the government scared of the public outcry?
The government is for public rights. Government will listen to people, and that's why they listen to Anna Hazare. Anna Hazare is refusing to listen to the other voices. He says, I am, quote unquote, the sole representative of civil society. People like Mehta Bhatia and other people refuse. I refuse to accept Anna Hazare as a sole.
No, let us
civic.
I acknowledge
He's not even claiming that.
Saying that anybody causing a disturbance will be arrested. If that is the case, why are they releasing him now? He will cause a disturbance tomorrow.
Well, if he does, he will be arrested again.
So how many times will you keep doing it?
However many times that you cause a disturbance to the public. And let's say,
how many times the politician caused?
Wait a minute. I go and stay, hold it, madam. If I go and stay in the middle of the street, people will arrest me. They will release me. If I go and stand again, they will arrest me. That's the right thing to do. That's what the government will do.
Politicians, how many political rallies in this country, I put it to both of you, how many political rallies and demonstrations in this country have been non-violent? Anna Hazare's movement has so far been non-violent.
Absolutely.
We hope it will continue to be non-violent. But we do want to prevent any violence that could come, and then will be, for example, what happened to Ramdev.
He has written a letter to the highest authority of India, Prime Minister. Prime Minister says he cannot write a letter to him. What is this? Because he is telling he is causing disturbance to the public, but he...
The Prime Minister has replied. The Prime Minister has replied. You're also, you're no less, your decibels are no less anyway.
No,
I want to ask you.
Let's say you have 5,000 people, in that place 50,000 people come. Violence need not be a physical violence. Look at the civic thing that we need to provide them.
They are scared.
No, let me ask you this.
They expect 50,000 and
I want to ask you, I want to ask you again a pointed question which I asked you.
There is a right to dissent, but in a way that is acceptable.
So who lays the way? Who says this?
Your right stop with my nose.
No,
my right stops with your nose.
Please understand.
He asked for the A.G. Gardner principle, yes, we understand the A.G. Gardner principle.
I'm happy you do, but the so-called civil rights
people... Let me ask you, you spoke, let me talk about black money. One of the demands here, black money. Why is the government so reluctant to bring back the black money stashed away abroad in all those Swiss banks? The government goes on record and tells the Supreme Court, look, this is